Hey everybody, welcome to Pinetree Line. My name is Doug and we're out here in the backcountry of Northern Ontario on a cool, crisp fall day. And I decided to do a hot tent camp, and I found this great location just off the road by this little lake. Beautiful spot. Looking forward to camping here. Been looking forward to camping here for a while. And the great thing is, at this time of year when you're hot tent camping, stuff is heavy. You got to bring it to your location. Best way to do that is with your vehicle. So this is a great spot. My truck is just up here. The road is just up here, and it's not a well-traveled road. It's a old logging road, but it has this beautiful place and we have access to it. I'm camping in my RBM Outdoors UP-2 Mini for the first time, and I'll be using the Caminus S stove from RBM Outdoors. It's the first time that I'm actually using this stuff real world. So this is kind of a test night just to see how this stuff performs, because this is where you want to find out how everything works, and you want to set stuff up, want to real world test it in the bush to see exactly what I'm going to be up against once the snow flies, because it's not going to be as easy as it is now. I'm going to be hauling this stuff in by sled, not truck. So I hope you'll stick around and we'll hang out together tonight. Alright guys, got her pegged out using the multi-tool that comes with the tent itself. Opened up a couple of the windows from the outside so I can open them from the inside, create a little vent. I opened the stove jack cover before I pegged it out, because sometimes I can get a little taut and it's a little harder to do. So I did that first. Pretty much it's set up. I mean, it took literally like 5 minutes to put the thing together, put it up, and peg it out and open a couple windows. So for anybody keeping track at home, this thing has 12 guy out points on the tent itself. Plus, you can put out guy out lines too, which I have with me. I can use. Not supposed to be a windy night, so I'm probably just gonna stick with what I have. I'm someone who always wants to get their shelter done first, so already I feel that much more comfortable because I'm here, my shelter's set. Bring in the stove now. Alright, we got the stove set up. I did shimmy one half of it with some wood that I brought to burn, actually, and I used the replacement windows in case something were to happen with the windows on the side of the stove, and I used them in the back, and yeah, solid. Got the chimney in, opened up that air vent, lower air vent. I'll actually keep the screen up for now. Plenty of airflow. I'm going to be using these hardwood heating blocks, compressed sawdust from hardwood. Burns great, burns nice and clean. Of course, we got the stove box, which is not something I'll be traveling with come winter, but for now, not a big deal. I have a tote in here. This tote has all my stuff in it, except for sleeping gear, which is in my hockey bag right here. And then once I set up my sleeping gear, this hockey bag will go in behind here. So yeah, so I still have room underneath the cot if I want to put stuff there too. I have some more of those heating blocks too. I'm going to cut a little bit of kindling. I'll still have room for my camera bag in here. And that's about it. That's really all I need. A lot more room in this tent than I ever imagined. I was very concerned about it before I bought it, that you know, space would be an issue, but not a chance. It's got tons of room. Sun is shining. It's warm, but of course working and moving stuff in and out of the tent, putting everything up, putting everything together, put a little bit of a sweat on. It'll cool down. The sun goes down, it's going to get cool. So Alright guys, before it gets dark out, I wanted to talk about the light I'll be using tonight. This light was sent to me by Lasci Outdoor, and it's a railway, like an old-fashioned railway style light, which I actually picked out because I think it looks really cool. It's got a D-ring on the top here so you can hang it, or it can sit flat on something. It's super small, you can see it fits in one hand. And it's got the recharging port out in the front here. Basically how it works, long press the top, and you're on. And you can go with a cool light, warm and cool, and just a warm light. And it's a dimmer. You can dim it down, dim it up, and you can do that in each of the 3 modes. You can dim it, so that's really cool. Super easy to use, very functional, it throws off a lot of light. It's 190 lumens, it's water resistant. Battery life on this is about 7 hours. So those are the things I'm looking for. It's 9.9 ounces, so it's like super light. And if you want one of these, you can get 25% off using the coupon code LuxOutdoor25. The link is in the description, and they're not expensive. So I encourage you, if you're looking for a light for your tent or to hang outside, you're going to get 25% off an already really good price on these things. So over here, box of wood, brought that from home. Got some paper in there too. Truck is parked just up the path here. There's some buckets here, I'm guessing for washing purposes. I don't know, I didn't put them here, they were already here. This stuff was here just like this, the fire pit, which is growing gigantic over time. And I'm set up further back. And then if we go over here, in a trail, and I checked this out earlier. You got a poop bucket there. They got bags in there. Not a bad idea. Then you can go over here, and man, these pine trees are just huge. You know, a little drop of rain too. Follow this trail. Nice area over here. This view of the lake. Probably set a tent up over here if you wanted to. And then it just kind of goes down into the marshy parts over there. So yeah, so that's kind of look around. Beautiful place. It's nice when you're in a pine tree area, not just because of the name, but you just have a lot of you have a lot more room. You don't have a lot of fern and other stuff growing. Mind you, this time of year the ferns that are here are dead. And yeah, this is a beautiful spot though, and guaranteed it's Crownland camping. So in Northern Ontario during the summertime, this is someone's going to be here every weekend, and I don't blame them. That's what it's about. I prefer to come in the fall. That's just how I fall and winter. The problem is this particular area, this road, I don't believe is plowed up this far. I'm not positive on that, but I'm pretty sure. I also got a chair there because I can. Got a coffee on the way in. Can you see that? Make sure you can see that. All right, guys, temperature's starting to go down. Really feeling a chill now. It's It's only about 3:30, but the weather's kind of changed a little bit. Had a little bit of light shower, nothing extensive or anything like that. So now I'm just outside the tent here. I'm trying to enjoy the outdoors as much as I can by staying outside. I don't want to be stuck in the tent the whole time. They did call for a little bit of rain between 5 and 7, so we'll see if that transpires, or if it comes earlier, if it comes at all. Things change quick. Enjoying a Gatorade Zero. Gotta stay hydrated. Haven't really, I've just been drinking that coffee that I got at Tim Hortons on the way in. So as far as cooking on this video, I regret to inform you there will be none. I'm currently on a 24-hour fast. I didn't really plan it out this way, but I thought it was a good opportunity to fast because being in the outdoors, being busy, you know, setting up and just being away from any kind of temptation in terms of food was, you know, my thinking on that. And it won't always be like that, of course. This is just one time. I know I promised I wouldn't talk about it, but some of you watching this will not have watched that video. Alright, it's now 6 o'clock and it's about 3 degrees Celsius. Cooling down. You know, hot tent camping's great. Love it. But in the fall, when you can sit outside and enjoy the outside too, it's a real big bonus, right? So I didn't think I'd burn through all this wood, to be honest with you. I'm gonna stay out here, finish up the little bit of wood I have left, and then once that's dying out, then I'm gonna head into the tent, enjoy my time in there. I did download a couple of movies from Netflix to watch. You know, when you're by yourself, you gotta find something to do. Some people like to read, some people like to watch movies, so I'm not a huge movie watcher by any means, but you know, I found a couple things I like to watch, and it you know, just helps pass the time before bed. I think the time out here is more about the quiet and the peace and the serenity. In the tent now, got the Lux Outdoor light right above us, and just got into the tent. It was 0 degrees outside and already it's like 5 degrees in here. So clearly there's a difference just being in here as opposed to outside. Already there's a temperature shift, so it's not overly cold or anything like that. Mind you, I just got in here and I'm still dressed in all my stuff. So we're going to start a little fire in here in the stove and warm it up, and yeah, we'll see just how warm it can get. I don't want to get it too warm, but I do have the 2 windows open. I have a stove vent down below, so we can keep those open and can open the door if necessary. So I put 2 fire starters, some zip fire starters, and the kindling. It is getting hot in here already. And this thing's only been going for literally 2 minutes. Got an additional light source because when you're filming in here, you need lots of light. Ugh. It's so hot I can hardly talk. It's crazy. Yeah, I gotta get some clothes off here. Hang on a second. Like I said, it's super hot in here. I've opened the door part ways. We've got windows open. RBM Outdoors does everything top notch, and I wouldn't expect anything less. But I certainly didn't expect it to be so quick. But yeah, awesome. I'll give you guys a look. Basically just burning a little bit of kindling. So damped it down a little bit. Try to burn a little slower. Alright, it's literally 10 minutes since I turned the camera off. Still burning the kindling. It's 25 in here. Alright, put a couple little pieces of compressed wood in there, and I broke them up. So for anybody that might be using these compressed blocks of hardwood, they work amazing. However, I'd started the fire with kindling, and a whole this stove is small and efficient, so a block will fit in there. But however, to kind of get things going, burn off the rest of the kindling and start burning the compressed logs, the compressed wood, I cut them up, and that way I can begin burning pieces, and then later in the night, if I'm still burning the stove, I can put a whole one in. The damper works excellent on this because I got the damper turned right down. It's going really slow, burning really slow. And ultimately, I think, yeah, I'm not gonna have a fire throughout the night anyways, because I'll be in my sleeping bag, and it'll be comfortable to get cooled off as well. That's what I'm burning, so I have to work with what I have, and I want to make sure that works efficiently for me. So these burn long, this stove burns long, so I'm not even sure how long or how much of that compressed wood I'm actually going to have to use. I cut up 3 blocks, and I just put a couple little pieces in. Crazy how well this stuff works, how efficient, and just how warm it is in here. It's unbelievably, it's hot, like literally hot. I'm gonna check the temperature. Yeah, like we're up around 35, if you can see that. Yeah, 35 degrees Celsius. Now this is sitting at the top, mind you, but still, you know what I mean? It's hot in here. All I'm wearing now is a wool shirt, undershirt. I'm excited about this. I think it's amazing. Like, to have to deal with that over being cold. I'd rather deal with being warm. Absolutely. In this case, in here. Like, this is the first run, right? For the tent and the stove and just seeing what's what. So, alright guys, a little update. It's raining out now. Sure you could hear it. It's like, you see that? 40 degrees Celsius in here. At least up top. Maybe it's a little cooler down here. Like 35. I'm sweating. Alright guys, getting late here, and so far so good. I haven't really burnt much of the compressed hardwood blocks, sawdust blocks. Super warm in here still. It's very very nice. So I'm gonna let the fire kind of die out and you know, start getting ready for bedtime. And other than that, that's about it for tonight, and we'll see you guys in the morning. Well, good morning from Northern Ontario, and it's a crispy morning, probably around 0 degrees if I'm correct in my feeling. It was a good night in the tent. It was hot. It stayed pretty warm. It was a little cooler in the morning because I let the stove run out. You know, with the sleeping bag, it was I was super warm. It's not an overly cold night, but what it did prove to me is in the cold, bitter winter nights that I plan on using this UP-2 Mini tent from RBM Outdoors, it's going to do the job. It's a pretty quiet night. Probably around 11 or so, I heard some thumping. I don't know if it was something coming down the road here, an animal using the road or part of the road and then back into the bush. Heard, you know, some steps or whatever, and then that was it. It's quiet the rest of the night. It was kind of a weird sound, but some kind of animal, obviously. Yeah, other than that, I decided not to start the stove again. One thing I did forget, and all the stuff that I did bring, I forgot to bring a gas stove so I could have coffee this morning, but I'm going to get packing up, and then I'll stop for coffee on the way home. I came here to accomplish what I wanted to accomplish, so I'm not going to be hanging out. I'm going to start tearing down and get myself out of here. I hope you enjoyed the video. Just a little test run, a little overnight. There's no snow yet in Northern Ontario, at least this part of Northern Ontario, but it's coming shortly, so look out. Anyways, everyone, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.